at war with them, not because.
Okay, so a couple of days ago I made a video called King of Avalon Alliance Spies. And in that video I showed you that I had a spy in my alliance and how I found them to be a spy. And they just happened to have a Mexican name, and I told them to change it to an American name, and everybody called me racist for it. Everybody. Well, first of all, I thought the guy came from FIA, and look at their alliance name. It's Fortis in Arduous. That's a Spanish name. In other words, Mexican. We also happen to be at war with them, not because they're Mexican, but because we have different game views. They kill my members, I kill their members. It's part of the game. We're at war. That's what war is. I take their resources, they take my members' resources. They also happen to be Mexican, as you can tell by their name. So I thought someone from their alliance was a spy in my alliance. So for calling somebody a Mexican because they have a Mexican name somehow makes me a racist? Okay, that's weird. But let's look at their names here for a second. You have a Demi, that's Mexican. Tyrion, Mexican. CV Senor, Mexican. Upside down question mark, that's Mexican. Weird face thing, that's Mexican face right there. You can just tell by looking at it. No, but seriously, most of their names are Mexican, as you can see. So they're a Mexican alliance. So yeah, I'm at war with the Mexican alliance. But I'm not at war with them because they're Mexican. I'm at war with them because I'm at war with them. They just happen to be Mexican. Yeah, I thought one of these guys had an account in my alliance as a spy account. See, anyway, this is the alliance chat that I had with the guy, and I figured I'd show you it. So he says, not sure why I kicked my main out, and I say, who is that? Because I have no idea who he's talking about. And he says, Tejas. That's a Spanish name, I think. It sounds Spanish to me, so I think it's Spanish. I don't know. I'm not a linguist. Sounds Mexican. Could be wrong. As you can see above that, it goes 4 hours ago. So nothing else happened before then. So that was the first message I got from the guy. Is not sure why he kicked me. Now it's 4.5 hours ago. So I'm just going to go down the list, show you the whole chat. So I say, oops, LOL. Because I thought it was somebody else. Then the guy rolls his eyes at me with the weird emoji. And I say it's just weird how as soon as I put my chords in chat, in the alliance chat, someone teleports right there from the enemy alliance. Like someone's giving them my coordinates. I also thought it was weird how he rained me right away as soon as I started scouting FIA. How did you know I was online? And he says, well, it's sure the star ain't me. Then I ask him, are you from FIA? He says, you're attacking, that's how I know you're online. And I say, what made you reinforce me when I was scouting FIA? He says, dude, this is my first alliance. And I say, what did you see? Like, what did he see that showed him that I was online? I tend to look for you often, never know when you'll attack. And I say, I'll believe you. It was just weird when I started scouting them. Then he rained me 2 minutes later, without me saying anything in chat at all. He says I can see attacks in Alliance tab. So I say, okay, you must be super active, honestly. I thought Tejas was someone else. You must have changed your name. Because I don't recognize that name. I've never seen the name Tejas before ever in my alliance, which is why I thought it was very strange how a new person I've never seen before starts reinforcing me randomly as soon as I start scouting an enemy. And the enemy is Spanish, and the guy who's reinforcing me has a Spanish name. Strange, very strange indeed. He says I reinforced you as you were scouting, as I knew you would drop bubble. Yeah, I told him I would drop my bubble because I was eating food. And I said I'd be back eventually, but I was back 3.5 hours later. And as soon as I got back, I went straight into scouting. without telling him I was online. End hit, so I decided to help us both, as you have often asked us to. Yes, I changed name. See, he admits he changed his name. So this guy changed his name randomly to a Spanish name, a different Spanish name without notifying me, because I think Amaze23 is Spanish to begin with. And that was his first name. But I recognized him. But then he changed it to a different Spanish name that I don't recognize, and we're at war with Mexicans, or Spanish people, I don't know, Spanish Mexicans. He says he wanted a fresh start with a new name. And I say, okay, don't change your name. I thought you were someone else. Because, yeah, I like when people keep their name the same, because then it's easy to know who's who. If people change their names non-stop, it gets confusing, and Spies can easily get in the alliance, considering my alliance was open at the time. I like to keep track of people. I don't like them changing their names every 5 seconds. But that's just me. I might be dumb. Maybe that's a bad rule. I don't know. I'm a bad leader. Who knows? He says he prefers to stay out of KC, which is why he changed his name. Because he was getting involved in KC before with his old name. So then he changed it to a new name without notifying me. So I had no idea who he was. And then he just randomly starts reinforcing me when I start scouting someone, the instant I start scouting someone. So I say FIA is full of Mexicans. Tejas sounds Mexican. He says it is Spanish for Texas, my home state. I say, scout someone right now with one of your accounts, because he has 3 of them. And I say I want to see something, because I want to see if scout reports show up in battle reports, because at this time I don't know if they do or not. Because he was saying that he saw I was online because I scouted somebody. So I wanted to test it out and see if it actually showed a notification of some kind. So then I post chords in chat. I say to scout him. And he says I switch back to my puppy photo. And I say, actually, I guess I can. Because I figure I can just scout somebody and I'll see if anything shows up in the battle logs. Which nothing does. If you scout someone, nothing shows up. There's no notification, nothing in the battle logs, nothing in alliance chat. No one gets anything at all. So how does this guy know I was online the second I started scouting somebody? How is that possible? Unless he has an account inside the alliance I'm scouting. Because I was scouting FIA. So he would know if I was online if he has an account in FIA, which would then make him a spy because he has accounts in FIA and my alliance. So yeah, the guy's a spy. He got found out. Plain and simple. No questions. I say scouts don't show up in battle reports. So how did you know I was online? It's a good question. How would you know? Unless you have an account in FIA. And he says, OMG, I don't remember. Kick me then. This person's getting defensive. They're getting angry. They were found out. They know the gig's up. They got found. So I say I'll have to watch the replay. Seems weird. Because I record stuff whenever I'm attacking people. And I said I'll see if I attacked or not. So then he says I'm also, puts in his email address, a YouTube subscriber. I'll drop. And I had to edit out that. Otherwise I'll get banned probably or something. It says I'll drop. It's been fun. So at that point, the person leaves the alliance without me kicking them. Because the first time I kicked them, I let their account back in after I kicked them. But then the person leaves after that by themselves. He says, I'll drop. It's been fun. So I didn't kick this person. They left by themselves. So how am I racist? Everyone's calling me racist in my last video. This person left by themselves. If I was a racist, I would have kicked them and had them stay out. But it also had nothing to do with race in the first place. It was just because the dude's a spy account, spying for FIA. It has nothing to do with him being Spanish or Mexican. It's just that FIA also happens to be Mexican, which is why Mexican names look suspicious. Because like 80% of their members are Mexican. So it kind of makes sense if you see a Mexican name they haven't ever seen before that's kind of suspicious. So yeah, I think I was just scouting FIA. Then he reinforced me from a scout. So how'd you know I was online? And then he leaves. He dropped the Mace 2 account, so then I kicked his other 2 remaining accounts in the alliance. Because he already left with that one, so I might as well kick the other 2 out. Because why not? So after he leaves, I kick out his other 2 accounts, Tejas and Wally. So the dude got found out, and then he left. I just asked a couple simple questions, and the person panicked, started getting angry, then left. Because they were found out. But like I said before, FIA is a Mexican alliance. It's filled with a bunch of Mexicans. And I don't care that they're Mexicans, it's just that I'm at war with them. And they happen to be Mexicans. So if I see a random person in my alliance joining because the alliance is open, it's not closed. It was open at this time. If some random person joins with a Mexican name, and then they randomly start reinforcing me, and I don't know who they are, right after I start scouting FIA, yeah, it does seem kind of suspicious to me. It seems kind of suspicious. A new player in my alliance just randomly starts reinforcing me as soon as I scout FIA. So yeah, I put 2 and 2 together. The dude is a spy. I don't even care if they're Mexican or not. If an alliance is full of Russians, and I see a Russian guy join my alliance randomly, and then he randomly starts reinforcing me, and I see the enemy showing up at my coordinates as soon as I posted an alliance chat, then yeah, I'll kick them out too for being Russian. It's easier to find spies out that way. If you're at war with a Mexican alliance and they're bad at speaking English, they're going to have a Mexican name, and it'll look suspicious as hell. If they just randomly one day join your alliance, then randomly start reinforcing you. So yeah, it's just weird circumstances. And I found a spy. But no, if anything, I'm not a racist. I'm actually a good leader. That's what that is. That's good leadership. That's not racism. That's called good leadership. I care about my members. If I suspect there's a spy in my alliance, and I have a pretty good idea of who it is, I'm going to kick that person. Whether they're a spy or not a spy, it doesn't matter. The odds of that guy being a spy was 90%. It's just too strange how all those things line up perfectly like that to make him seem like a spy. There's just too many details. Too many details that are very suspicious. So I don't care if you're a Mexican or a Russian or a African or an American. If I think you're a spy, you're getting kicked out. I'm not a racist. I'm a good leader. I know what I'm doing. I'm not dumb. I'm smart. I'm a genius. These fools think they can outplay me and have a spy in my alliance. It's not going to happen. I'm not that dumb. I'll find you on day 1. I'll kick you out. Go back to mommy. Go back to your own alliance. Get out of my alliance, you're a spy.